it's already recording?
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is David D. Squared to Corbier with
Brian Held.
Brian, how are you?
I'm outstanding. I'm amused that you said afternoon, considering it's a little after 10 p.m.
Brian, you're ruining the mystique of radio. It could be afternoon where someone is listening to us right now.
That's true.
They could be stuck in the hell that is the commute to work and being like, Brian and Dave, take me away. Now, as always, we strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek, or check out our website at twigradio.com, or follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio. And Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, there's
What? Stop fiddling with it.
It's. Oh, Dave. All right, so you can go to twigradio.com and you can see the podcast there. And, of course, if you're hearing us now, you're listening to us on Spreaker, right? Spreaker.com. And
Best app in the world.
I know, and for your smartphone or tablet. Hey, give us a follow on Spreaker if you haven't already done so. We'd really appreciate that. And, so...
Or swipe right for... No, that's Tinder.
Yeah, oh, jeez. So we're still working on that iHeart connection. That's going to be coming soon. And hey, Dave, did you know we can get connected to iTunes on here too?
Get out.
Yes, I just haven't dug into it yet.
Oh, because it's a dirty iPhone app?
Yeah, it's not high on my priority list.
Brian, our listeners should be the highest priority because we strive every week to bring them the best content that the geek world has to provide.
Speaking of content, do you want to do word of the day?
You know what? Let's do that because it's a wonderful word.
And now it's time for the word of the day.
Hell, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The word of the day.
I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The word of the day is brought to you by the Vaping Tiger. Find them on the web at vapingtiger.com. The word of the day. You sing with me. Oh, yeah. Snap it to a Slim Jim.
So, you want me to give it to you? You going to give it to me? What?
You give it to me, Brian. Give it to me, baby.
The word, the word of the day is splendiferous.
Splendiferous. It just rolls off the tongue, does it not?
No, it's good. It means splendid, magnificent, or fine.
Or just all around awesome.
Yeah. No, and what's funny is we were talking about this before the show, and you mentioned it, and then I had to show you that video from Key and Peele.
Sorry, there's a bug, and I'm just watching it. I'm kind of like a stupid cat.
Like a cat. No, stop.
The bug. Key and Peele, yes.
Key and Peele. So they had a series of videos they did for the East-West game for, I guess that's college football.
No, it was a made-up thing. It doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. Well, you see how much I know about sports ball.
But yes, what was the name of one of the made-up players?
Splendiferous Finch.
And the best part is DeBrickashaw Ferguson. And he's a real player.
Yeah, no.
Which you can hear on Fox Sports 1280.
So anyway, this show
is splendiferous.
It is.
At times.
We're going to be covering some top nerd news in a little bit.
Yes.
A lot of crazy stuff out there in the geek world
over
the past week.
Well, I mean, this is going to be a sort of abbreviated show. We don't have Scungy, so no pick of the week.
And we don't have a guest.
Yeah, good Lord. What are we doing here, Brian?
So, next week.
Well, we're not talking about Fallout. I'm sure we've fallen out with people's Fallout.
Yeah, no. In fact, somebody mentioned it like, dude, can you stop talking about Fallout? So
well, it's really hard to not, but we're done now.
So, next week on the 3rd, we're going to do our Christmas episode.
Yes.
All right, where we tell you guys out there some of the things that we think are great picks for Christmas presents.
Yes.
So.
Actually, this Saturday, because we are recording this show the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Right.
And this Saturday, of course, Friday is Black Friday.
It is.
Saturday is Small Business Saturday.
It is. And look, guys, go support small businesses. That's super important. These guys are really having a tough time. I mean, it's so hard to be a small business owner, right?
Unless you're Tubby and Coos.
Well, they're awesome.
Well, they're even more awesome because they're doing a sale, Brian.
They are. It's a board game sale.
Yeah, it's buy two get one free.
Yeah.
And the link is on our Facebook page, so go check it out.
Yeah, there's a whole chart. There's a whole breakdown, like the games that you buy. Like basically, how much money you spend is what games you're allowed to get. And there's a whole chart, and it'll break it down for you. And they've got a lot of stuff.
It's a good deal because and Candace knows her games. That's for damn sure.
And actually, I'm just conflicted, right? Do I go there and buy games for myself, or do I get them for Christmas presents?
Do both.
Well,
buy two for you and get one for free, and give it to a homeless person. Here's Settlers of Catan, strange-looking bedraggled men.
Honestly, you bring up a good point. Speaking of giving away games, right?
Yes,
we have some games for the Ninth Ward kids that are going to the public library. I've got some that I'm putting together at the house. I need to get some for you tonight.
Yeah. I got my Pathfinder book. You can have that. I haven't cracked the spine of that damn thing, and I don't even know how long.
Awesome. So,
are we gonna make that list available to our listeners?
It's already been posted on the Facebook page. I'll get it up again, just because stuff falls off the feed so fast.
What was the name of it so people can kind of maybe scroll down till they see it? Was it Maris?
Morris Art she's kind of spearheading this, but it all has to do with the New Orleans Public Library.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So I mean that list of games is extensive, and I have a bunch of them here that I guess I can blow the dust off of them and donate them.
Oh yeah. Another thing to mention, NOLAshops.com.
Our ugly mugs are still up there. We haven't broken the internet yet.
We haven't.
Shocking.
So if you go to NOLAshops.com, of course, there's a lot of stuff to do. Restaurants, art galleries, all this kind of stuff that you can find on
Canal
NOLA
spelunking.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
No, maybe not.
Well.
But
see, not everything I want.
Our ad is up on the top left. But anyway, so go check them out, NOLAshops.com. And before we get to a break, you want to talk about that trailer that dropped?
Yeah. All right. So, you know what? Let's take a break.
Okay.
And when we come back from this break, we're going to talk about the Captain America trailer that dropped. It was today, huh? Or was it last night?
Last night.
Was it last night?
Yeah.
I've been working all day, so it's confusing me. So, the Captain America trailer, Brian, yay or nay?
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the nay camp.
I know you are. We'll talk about it in a minute.
I know you are, but what am I? All right, so this is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280 and Spreaker.com. Stay tuned. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at gophergamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Gopher Games, your gaming destination.
This is the Week in Geek
Hail to the king, baby.
on Fox Sports 1280.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Broadcasting from the TubbyandCoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with...
Bruce Campbell?
You said that last week.
Damn it.
All right, so Captain America trailer, Dave.
All right, well, why don't you talk about all the stuff you loved about it?
Well, I mean, I'm a huge Marvel fanboy, so anybody listening to the show knows. Now, granted, not everything that the MCU does is perfect, and I love it unconditionally.
No, I got you.
But
I'm not saying I hated it.
okay, no, I mean, I'm super excited about this. I love Captain America. I think he's fantastic. I love Iron Man. I think he's great. And I'm just intrigued, man. I want more from the story.
All right, Cap is my favorite. Iron Man is a very close second.
All right.
The problem that I'm having with the entire thing is that I'm not buying that Bucky's going to be the keg of powder that blows everything up.
That's not what it's about.
That's the way the trailer comes across. That Captain America has given up everything just for Bucky. No, hold on, hear me out.
No,
the trailer, and that's what has me. That's what has me concerned is that it doesn't seem to be anything about any sort of the registration or anything like that. It's just like, oh well, Captain, you need some supervision. You might be considered by some to be a vigilante.
All right, so look. It's a trailer, all right?
Right.
So the whole story's not there, right?
Right.
But have you been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No.
Okay, you see, maybe that's part of the issue,
No,
right?
I doubt it.
No, well, but we both know that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is tied into the MCU.
Right.
Right? So events that are transpiring in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now will not necessarily affect the movie, but, are part of the whole MCU process. And there are elements of that series that clearly show I'm not going to say not Mutant Registration Act, but just the Superhero Registration Act, right, as starting to come to fruition, that it's going to come to a head in Civil War.
See, and if that's the case, that's just going to piss me off more.
Why?
Because I don't want to have to watch a goddamn TV series to catch up with the movie.
Wait, hold on a second.
See, now you're just getting me angry. Are you doing this on purpose?
No, but I mean,
Okay.
you watch The Flash and Arrow and Gotham
but that has no relevance to a movie that I'm going to go see. I mean, they've already said that the Flash TV guy is going to have no relation. I mean, they even cast a completely different character to play the Flash in the movie.
I personally think that's ridiculous. I like a comprehensive and complete, universe. I like the fact that the TV is tied in with the movies. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't want it to contain major plot points or to take up almost a prequel to Captain America's Civil War. I don't want to have to kind of go read the wiki page for season whatever it is for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just to go watch freaking Civil War.
I think that
I think
movie
you're wrong because you're messing with me.
I think that the movie will be self-contained enough that a person coming into it without having seen anything else will be able to follow along. That being said, I do think that there are elements of the Superhero Registration Act that are part of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The movie better catch us all up to speed.
But
it just making some sort of blanket statement. Well, it's been happening for some time that we need to register these people with superpowers.
Who said that? You're just making stuff up. You're just getting angry for no good reason. Dave.
No, you already got me angry. But no, what I'm talking about is, all right, look, in the comic book, all right?
Right.
They were filming a reality TV show, Speedball, and all these other guys. They
Right.
blow up, and they killed somebody. I don't know. They were fighting people, and a bunch of school children got killed. Okay, and that's what really started it. They're like, all the people were clamoring because we don't know what kind of superpowers these guys got. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
What's going to be the impetus for the Civil War? And the only thing that I'm really kind of seeing thus far is that Captain America's choosing Bucky over Iron Man.
Well, I mean, but why wouldn't he? Right? They grew up together. Right? They fought in a war together.
Okay.
Right? And I mean, I get it that Tony wants to be friends with
That almost tarnishes Captain America a bit.
No, not at all. Not, dude. Look at the
One
end of
man does not see.
look at the end of friggin' Winter Soldier, dude. He basically told Bucky, I'm with you to the end of the line. You can kill me. I am going to sacrifice myself for you. And Bucky saved him in the end, right? I mean, that's the bond that they have, right? And you don't think that he would now toe the line in Civil War, right? Because that's his brother, man. His childhood friend, his brother in arms.
Not knowing the rest of the story, I can't see.
Well, now you're just in rampant speculation.
Well, yeah. That's
look,
what the trailer is. It's just like, here, fanboys, fight amongst yourselves. Here's 2 minutes. Have fun. I mean, for Christ's sake, they got all these Easter eggs. Let's people going through the crap frame by frame by frame.
I did.
Hey, look, someone has a Starbucks coffee cup. Oh my God.
Did you read that IO9 article where they broke it down frame by frame?
No, I just glanced right over it because there was more than one.
No, well, I read it. I thought it was a great article. It was cool that you could see all those different, points that they broke out. I thought that was nifty. But here's the deal: is that I'm not going to engage in rampant speculation.
Well, you should. We're on a radio show.
I realize that, and I'm talking about it. But the thing is it's just making me excited to see it, right?
Please stock up on provisions. Contraflow is now in effect.
All right. Good God.
What?
I don't know. Should we go to break again? I don't even know. I don't even know idea how long we've been rambling for. Yes. You know what? Let's take a break because when we come back, we're going to finish up Top Nerd. Well, we're going to start Top Nerd News, and then we're going to end it with This Week in Geek History. So stay tuned. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Now back to The Week in Geek.
Ooh, I'm so happy.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
This is brilliant dialogue.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Raven Simone.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. All right, so, Brian, you know what we need to do?
Top Nerd News.
Yes.
And now your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Heroes Corner Comics. Find them on the World Wide Web at heroescornercomics.com. And now your top nerd news stories.
All right, what's topping us off?
Topping us off is Jessica Jones, Dave.
The Marvel series?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
binged watched it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. 13 episodes, freaking fantastic.
13 hours? You give up 13 hours of a day?
Not one day. I mean, I had to spread it over a couple days. But no, it's in fact, I haven't played much Fallout because I've been.
Shut your mouth.
Believe it or not. Oh my God! Look. Did you see Daredevil?
No, I don't have Netflix.
Why not?
Because I'm broke.
All right, that's fair. Well, Jessica Jones is absolutely fantastic. It's it doesn't follow the Marvel comics exactly. They've changed the origins just a little bit. But it's really well done, really cerebral. David Tennant as the antagonist is disturbing as all get out. I don't want to put any spoilers out there in case somebody hasn't already seen it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, didn't it only come out like a couple weeks ago?
On the 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the same day as The Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, which I was going to get to in a second. But yeah. In fact, I think there are some Whovians who can't necessarily handle the fact that David Tennant is playing such an evil, character,
right?
As compared to the.
So he's
Doctor.
not splendiferous. He's nefarious.
And nefarious would be a good word for this guy and what he could do. Kilgrave is the character's name. So well worth the time.
I don't know. See, well, it kind of leads into like the Man in the High Castle. I don't want to I don't feel like laying down the money to Amazon just for really that one series, because I would probably just binge watch Man in the High Castle. Probably and if I did buy Netflix, I'd probably just binge watch Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and then never get my money's worth afterwards.
I'd have to look. You can probably buy Man in the High Castle by itself and just watch it that way. Because Amazon does have options to rent stuff and
oh really?
Yeah, but I mean, my wife maintains our Amazon Prime account because she orders so much with for school and all that it pays for itself because you get the free shipping. So I mean, over time, if you're not ordering a lot of stuff off of Amazon, well, I can see where you wouldn't want to pony up the $100 now.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
but definitely worth it. I have not watched this yet. But it is based off of the novel by Philip K. Dick. It's set in a post-World War II 1960s.
From what they're saying, most of it actually kind of takes place on San Francisco, in California,
right?
Which is pretty much owned by the Japanese,
right?
So there's not a whole bunch of goose-stepping Nazis, hopping around on the California coast.
Yeah, the country's divided in half. The eastern half is Germany. The western half is Japan. So
I know. I really want to watch it. I should probably just buy the book.
Yeah, well, and there's a primer on Tor.com that
we put that up on the Facebook page.
That's correct. That kind of sets the pace for it.
So what else happened in nerd news?
A man threatened his neighbor with a batleth.
Tell me more. I love our people.
So some guy's wife, there's a neighbor, and the neighbor's putting trash in their trash can. So the wife comes out and basically goes and takes his trash out, like bags it up, brings it back to him, and he's like, "Hey, quit dumping this in our can," right?
Okay.
And then she says, this is her report. She leaves, and the dude takes the bag and throws it at her and hits her with it. To which her husband now has to defend her honor.
Oh, yeah.
And
Kapla!
Exactly. And pulls the batleth out to swinging, and then the victim here.
The victim, the air quotes victim.
Right, who manages to wrestle the batleth away.
Wow, that's pretty good.
But in doing so, loses his balance and falls off their porch. And the batleth-wielding maniac is arrested.
Oh,
yeah, for booked on assault. So
well, I mean, it's not like a batleth; it's only just an oversized can opener. Right?
Yeah.
so hey, speaking of like batleth shaped things, Rebel Alliance.
Yeah. So a reporter got the icon of the
what
Rebel.
A jackass.
Yes. The icon of the Rebel Alliance mixed up with Al Qaeda, right? Okay, so look, in his defense, all right, probably somebody in the production room who was assembling the notes for the guy's report went and looked out and found this image, and there's a some sort of band or something, some Middle Eastern band that uses the logo of the Rebel Alliance with some Arabic lettering on their Facebook page, and maybe that image popped up, and so they put it in there. I mean, look, there was a Canadian newspaper that ran a logo for the Olympics years ago, and the logo was adult themed. I'm just going to say that, right? And they didn't proof it properly, and this went into a print newspaper and went out.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you wonder why print is dead.
Oh, well.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, remember we talked about that story a year or two ago where Al-Qaeda, I think it was, or maybe it was ISIS, had overrun all the old filming spots in Tunisia and some other places that they had.
For Tatooine?
Yeah. And so they were showing like little rebel images of wherever where there were filming places, and they shaded in the areas that were under Al-Qaeda control. And so I'm wondering if they pulled up an old map. Oh, look, these are where all the Al-Qaeda bases are at.
That could be the same thing too. So,
dumbass.
Yeah. What else is going on? Sci-Fi apparently is going through an unrebranding process. Did you see that?
Yeah, what the hell?
So, I mean, okay, look. The Sci-Fi Channel, ever since they branded themselves as Sci-Fi, right?
Yeah.
Has not put out very good programming.
Sharknado.
Don't even get me started. So, anyway.
Boy, that really threw you, huh?
Yeah, because that's horrible. I mean, I get that people are,
Well, I'm just wondering. It's been popping up on the Facebook feed about Tremors coming back to TV with Kevin Bacon as the lead. Please tell me that's not going to come on Sci-Fi. If they're rebranding themselves and they're going to put that on there, they might as well just keep with the Sharknado 28 trilogies.
No, I don't think that's related. But no, so right when they lost Battlestar Galactica, right, way back then, and then they rebranded themselves, it was just garbage television, right? It was just horrible. So now they're coming back. They're getting 400 Days, The Expanse, and The Magicians as
The Magicians looks.
Well, it's based off of a 2009 novel series,
that doesn't mean a whole lot.
Would you let me get it out?
No.
That
Can
is
I finish?
About some kids who are attending a magic-based school.
Like Hogwarts.
Kind of like Hogwarts, but I think it's more like
college prep.
College,
yeah. So there's going to be sex. They're going to be doing it.
I suppose. Anyway, hopefully this whole process will give us some good television viewing on Sci-Fi.
I doubt it.
Well,
I'm not holding my breath.
But you're very cynical.
Duh. We got any good news, Brian?
Vin Diesel announced a new Riddick movie and a TV spinoff series. You don't like that?
I can live without another pitch black movie.
Right. I mean, I thought you might like that. I'm not.
I want to hear more about Felicia Day.
Okay? So, Felicia Day officially has joined the cast of the reboot of MST3K.
When is that coming out?
Well,
when they got their goal?
No, they're still working on the Kickstarter. Last I checked earlier today, it was at $2.8 million, which is fantastic.
Damn.
I think their goal was around $2 million. There's some goal markers that they're trying to reach. I think $5.5 million is where they go to get like half the season or something like that, and then I think they need $12 million to get the full season or something like that. Well, it's production stuff. It takes a while.
Somebody help them out. Give them a hand. Say, I will offer you 20 hours of proof reading.
What?
I'm sleep deprived.
Apparently. So, their goal is $2 million. They have broken that. They're at 2.8, and let's see. For that 2.8, you'll get at least 3 episodes. If we can reach 5.5, they'll get the full 12. So that's that's what it was.
Okay.
So it's only $5.5 million.
Oh man, did you hear thousands of female voices crying out in pain last week?
I don't even know what you're about to.
I know. You never know what the hell is going to come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth, man. Beefcake.
Oh,
He's no longer Beefcake for that god-awful, I don't know. I
In the Heart of the Sea.
Yeah, it sounds like something that has a bunch of feelings to it.
Well, it's based off of the real-life inspiration for Moby Dick.
So basically, Chris Hemsworth lost all that weight and gave up all that handmaiden flesh to go on a boat and chase a whale?
Apparently.
Dumbass.
Yeah, but it's a paycheck, right? He's acting in a movie.
Dude, there's no amount of money. No amount of money. Dude, if I was like Chris Hemsworth, I'd be like, excuse me, I'm Thor. No. I refuse to look like a homeless bearded man.
He can look. I applaud his acting ability.
Dude, if he showed up on the street corner and was trying to clean my windshield, I would pelt him with stuff. Get away! Get away! Dude, he looks creepy, scary.
He does, but I think that's.
If I saw him in my backyard, I'd probably shoot him.
That is a testament not only to his ability, to fit the role as requested, but to the makeup artist that made him look like that.
Ugh.
Apparently, they did a good job. If you're so,
I don't even like dudes, and I don't even like. I feel bad for him. I guess part of me is happy because one less guy I have to worry about, swooping in and blocking me.
Dave,
what?
What about, did you see...
I'm going off the rails quick,
You
Brian.
are going off the rails. What about, did you see the announcement about the solo Wonder Woman film?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your thoughts?
It's DC. I love it. Woo, DC. Woo.
Okay.
Woo.
All right. And I'm actually
Wonder Woman.
kind of trying to reserve judgment on it. I don't want to...
It's going to be awesome.
Okay.
It's going to be
so.
awesome.
If you say so.
It's going to be awesome. You know what's going to be awesome?
What?
Not Fantastic Four 2.
Yeah, because they canned it.
Dude, talk about embarrassing. Like, even after the movie tanks so bad, they're all like, no, we're totally giving you a Fantastic Four 2. And the whole world's like, why? And so they finally caved in and were just like, okay, we're not going to make another one.
I did find it interesting that they mentioned that the movie grossed $56 million domestically and $167 million worldwide. Mm-hmm. The budget was $120 million.
So technically, it made a profit.
I don't think that the production budget includes marketing, right? And that's what. And so this number is kind of disingenuous, right? A lot of times you'll see these numbers and then you think, oh, my God, this movie made $500 million and they're saying it was a flop, right?
Right,
And that's because they put, half again the production value into marketing it, and didn't make all their money back. I don't think that they marketed this a whole lot. I don't think that they spent $40 million trying to market it.
You think they already knew they had a flaming turd on their hands?
Probably.
Hurry up, put it on his porch before he notices.
But, yeah, so.
God. I still haven't seen it. I refuse to see it.
I haven't seen it either.
I'm not gonna. You know what? Let's talk about real science.
Okay.
Blue Origin.
I know. Did you watch
I watched
the video
today while I was doing the other show.
So, Blue Origin, for anybody who hasn't seen it, did a secret test of their rocket in order to carry a payload of passengers. They didn't have passengers.
No, they were. At first, I'm going, what? And then I realized they were like cartoon people.
Yeah, CGI. Yeah, but the whole object is to get a payload of passengers into low Earth orbit, but actually still considered space for about a 4-minute trip to experience that.
It's like, okay, you're technically in outer space, and now you're falling back down.
Right. And then
that's still cool.
No, it's very cool. And then the capsule has parachutes that lands down, but the body of the rocket lands and within 4 feet of the target.
That was probably the coolest part. It starts going down, and you just see they're like, all right, fire thrusters, and then boom. I mean, I thought it wasn't a very long descent. I mean, they're only like 7,000 feet, I think, above the ground, and they're just like, all right, fire, boom, and I'm like, wow,
dude.
I mean, and it stays upright. I mean, what? A strong breeze that wasn't blowing. I mean,
it totally and there was a strong breeze. They landed it in windy conditions.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
that's beyond awesome.
And it totally reminded me of some 50s era sci-fi type deal, or even there was a video game, an old black and white video game where you had to land a rocket on like a little shuttle thing on a moon, and there's a little landing pad, and you had to use the up, down, left, right keys in order to land it. And
you
kind of remember that?
Yeah, I do.
It was probably called like Moonlander or something like that.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous like that.
Reminded me of that. Just it operated kind of in the same way. So. Yeah, no, it's super cool. Love all that science stuff.
Yeah, and I think my most favorite part of that was the fact that they didn't go tooting it around. They did it in secret,
Right.
And then after it was done, they're like, okay, it worked. All right, now let's let everybody know.
Yeah.
Because they always kind of let you down where it's like, we're gonna try this now, and everybody's like, yay, they're gonna finally crap. But they did it, and they waited until they succeeded before they're like, hey, everybody, look.
Well, and that's part.
Even though I love watching people fail. I mean, Schadenfreude is my
yes,
weekend gig.
But no, that's part of being a privately funded.
See, that makes me happy too. Your face when you were like, I know, just that downtrodden, crestfallen face you made was so beautiful. Happy Thanksgiving to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I need a cook. Let's wrap this up.
Okay.
You know what? Should we go to break, and when we come back, we'll do This Week in Geek History and some community news?
Yes, we can do that.
Okay, I promise I'm not drunk.
All right.
I'm really not. Wait. Oh, hey, Brian.
Yeah?
We're going to go to commercial.
Awesome.
Okay.
Are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Gopher Games, your gaming destination.
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Wits Inn is an upscale neighborhood bar and pizza kitchen in the heart of Mid-City at 141 North Carrollton. Wits Inn is open 7 days a week and the kitchen is always open late. Make Wits Inn your home for sports. With 18 TVs, the NFL package, and the SCC channel, you'll never miss a game. Check out our food and drink specials like Thursday $5 pizzas and the Wit Maker at WITSINN.com. Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Think, drink, live, laugh.
Spirits on Bourbon. Spirits on Bourbon. Come to 615 Bourbon, home of the resurrection. Try their gumbo, wings, couchon de lait, or a ribeye steak. Have a shot on Edward's barber chair or sit at his haunted table. Check out their website at spiritsonbourbon.com and watch their video from Spike TV's Bar Rescue. Come to Spirits on Bourbon for a haunting good time.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Autobots, transform and roll out.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Cornelius J. Turkey. I'm going to cook him later.
Yes, I bet you are.
And I'm going to eat him, and he's going to be yummy. Turkey. I can't wait for a turkey coma tomorrow.
Yeah. So before we get to community news, I just want to talk about the show for a second, actually. So a lot of stuff coming up. We'll be back in the studio next week for our Christmas special episode. The week after that, we're going to have Naomi Novik as our guest. She is currently the Book of the Month author, all right, that's Uprooted, which you can find at Tubby and Coos for a 10% discount.
Only at Tubby and Coos.
And so anyway, so that's kind of what's on our schedule. We're trying to book some more folks. We're waiting on confirmations.
Yes.
There's also some artwork, some show artwork that's happening right now.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited about that.
I know. I want to put out a little teaser there. So we're getting that worked on right now, and it'll be really cool what we've seen thus far. So, all right, community news. The Renaissance Festival, the Louisiana Renaissance Festival, is running through the second weekend in November. You can go to larf.net to find out more information, tickets, times, all that good stuff. Yeah, did I say November?
You said November.
Okay, sorry. Second weekend in December. This weekend is Time Travelers Weekend.
Yes.
It's also, since it's Thanksgiving, it's open for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I'm going Black Friday.
Cool.
Go do my Christmas shopping.
Well, and since it's Time Travelers Weekend, the TARDIS will be out there. Yes. And, of course, that means...
Until I get there.
Well, plenty of Doctor Who cosplayers are going to be in attendance. I'm actually going on Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday. Brian Hill at the Louisiana Renaissance Fair.
So, also, let's see, I believe it's Saturday's the 28th. Is that right?
I don't know. Today's the 25th.
Today's the
27th, 28th.
It is the 28th. So Saturday the 28th at the Toys R Us North Mall Drive in Baton Rouge, the Rebel Legion, the 501st Legion, and the Red Stick Rebellion will be having their second Toys for Tots pickup over there at the Toys R Us. You can go right in, pick up a toy, and drop it off. They do a really good job of raising toys and stuff for needy kids at Christmas. It's that time. So if you can spare a little bit and go check those guys out. And, of course, you're going to have all these Star Wars guys out there. The LA Ghostbusters are going to be out there as well. They are happy to take pictures with you and stuff, so it's a good opportunity to check them out. And last thing on my community list, there's a holiday celebration with the New Orleans crew of Rogue Pirates.
What?
Yes.
There's going to be pirates?
There's going to be scallywags and pirates out at the...
Will there be some bawdiness going on?
Probably. And they're going to be
Skullduggery.
Right. The Mississippi River Bottom Bar and Grill at 515 St. Philip Street on December 5th at 7 p.m. So go ahead and put that on your calendars. Go check them out. All right. You ready for some This Week in Geek History?
Let's do it.
This Week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
This Week in Geek History is brought to you by the House of Shock. Find them on the web at houseofshock.com. This Week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah. Sounds like you got to cut some audio, Dave.
What?
All right, first thing on my list. It's very cool. Happy 52nd anniversary to Doctor Who.
So is there a date involved?
Yes.
Did you forget how to do This Week in Geek History?
I didn't. November 23rd, 1963. Doctor Who first appears on the BBC television, and it is the longest-running sci-fi show in history.
Yeah, only because they took like 8 years off. It's cheating.
Well, but there's the
They took a
audio
sabbatical.
dramas, there's the novels, there's the comic books. Well,
then you could say Star Wars is the longest running movie ever.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. So,
all right.
Did you ever see the BBC's Doctor Who? Not a documentary, kind of like I won't say a mockumentary, but like they had the actor playing Doctor Who, like going through how the Doctor Who movie was. TV show was born, how the struggles it had, how it had a female producer, and they kept, trying to break it down, and it kept coming back up. I saw most of it.
I didn't see all of it, but no, it was fantastic.
It really was really good, and I hate boring stuff, and it wasn't boring.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. All right, next item on my list is also on the 23rd in 2004. World of Warcraft is released to the public in North America and Australia, and it goes on to be one of the most played MMORPGs out on the planet.
And has destroyed many a marriage and kept many a man celibate.
And it has, yeah.
and it put Mountain Dew back on the map.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Although, they used to publish their subscription numbers all the time. They've stopped doing that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're...
Hey, look how cool we are. Never mind, look away.
Yeah,
look away. Nothing to see here.
They're in the single-digit millions of subscribers. Yeah.
If only we had their numbers.
Right.
What's next?
What's next? November 24th, 1988. Premiering on KTMA with Invaders from the Deep. It's MST3K, Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Wow, Brian, what's wrong? Do you need elocution lessons today?
I guess. I don't know.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
Maybe
it's rough, dude. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving.
It's the holiday malaise.
It is because you know what tomorrow. You know what we're looking forward to tomorrow. Just a little bit of driving, some gorging, and some napping.
Yes, that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, good times.
All right, next item on the list, November 25th, 1998. Ending its 5-season run on TNT with the epilogue episode Sleeping in Light. It's Babylon 5.
Hated it.
Did you really?
You know what? I couldn't get behind the animation. I did not like the cut scenes. I didn't like the station itself. It was like kind of blocky, and it reminded me of Space Above and Beyond, where I really loved that series, but I hated a lot of the star combat. I mean, the ships looked really cool, but it was so CGI'd that. Remember, it was around that time. What was the year again?
1998.
Yeah, that's about right. Between 95 and 98, a lot of TV shows were trying their hand at a lot of CGI. CGI was starting to infiltrate basic television at that point. And everybody was trying sometimes too hard, trying to shoehorn stuff in there, and I always got that vibe from Bab. I always did, and I thought, I don't know, it visually turned me off, and so I never really committed to the story.
All right,
it's probably my fault. They're probably, I know there's, still a lot of fans of it.
Yeah, no, I mean,
But how many cons do you go where you see Bab 5? I keep wanting to say Bab 504.
Right,
but
no, not a lot. I mean,
the staying power I think was lacking too. So maybe I was correct in my assumption to not, really get heavily involved and then get, burnt down the road.
Well, I mean, I
dumped at a space station far away.
Honestly, saw someone relatively recently, and I think it was either Halloween or maybe last Chewbacca or whatever, dressed like a Vorlon, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, there are still fans out there. There are still.
I'm not saying, look. As nerdy as you and I are, I mean, if somebody were to show up at in a Babylon 5 costume, we'd probably be like, dude, that is so awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't like the show, but I love the costume,
And, I mean, sometimes you can overlook certain elements, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a good story. I personally thought it was a good story. I thought they got screwed, right? Because they thought it was going to end on season 4, so they wrapped it up, and then they got picked up, and now they had a season 5, and then they had to write stuff for it.
They were on like kind of like the CW or the WB or something kind of like that.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah, I know.
So, all right, next item on my list is November 26th, 1965. Gamera, a Japanese film about a Godzilla-like turtle, is released. Gamera! What was it?
Turtle soup.
Another MST3K reference is Gamera is really neat. He is full of turtle meat.
Good stuff.
Yes. All right, November 26, 2011. Curiosity, the Mars Science Laboratory rover launches. It's the most elaborate Martian exploration vehicle to date.
And Brian.
What?
Good news.
Good news, everyone.
No, I don't know. I was going to say, I mean, it would the whole mission would have been a success if it didn't roll over that cat. Put up, Chuck.
No, I saw that. I wanted to put it in there because we interviewed that scientist.
Yeah.
Which
we need to get in touch with NASA again.
We do.
They actually return your calls.
They do. It's great.
Love it.
And last item on my list is November 29th, 1972. Pong, the first commercially successful video game, is released in Sunnyvale, California. And what's funny is I read about Pong and when it was released, and the guys, they took the game and they freaking boxed it up, and they got like a little like a coin receptacle deal to, that was on a cigarette machine or whatever. They put the money in, and they dropped it. There was a bar right around the corner from their workshop, right?
Okay.
And they talked to the guy, the owner, into it, and they put it in there. And like the next day, they came in, and they like, how did it work? And he's like, I don't know. I think it's broken. And they're like, what? Like, we just put this in here and stuff. It wasn't broken.
It was full
of quarters. It was so jammed full of quarters that it wouldn't work. So,
and the crazy part is, I'm in the bar business, and you know what a Mega Touch machine is?
I do not.
So you don't go to bars, dirty heathen. It's basically kind of like a big giant touch screen. It's got a whole bunch of games, just like buttloads and buttloads of games. Okay, so the Mega Touch is slowly going out of existence because of phones. Nobody's going to put a quarter in a machine when they have the world in their hands and limitless games for free.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna put a quarter to play your silly touch game that usually doesn't work because some drunk has been slobbering on it or passed out on it or
that's
pumping on it, just all kinds of stuff on it. Awkward silence.
Yes. You ready for some celebrity birthdays?
Sure, get me off this topic.
All right. November 23rd is Sally Richardson Whitfield. She was Allison Blake on Eureka.
Oh, okay.
All right. November 24th, Dwight Schultz. Howling Mad Murdoch from the A-Team.
Oh, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. He was also in Star Trek.
Was he?
Reginald Barclay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
He was... Wait a minute. Which one was Reginald Barclay?
It was one of the secondary characters in one of the episodes. It's been a while. I remember seeing him on there.
Yeah,
so.
the name is...
All right. November 24th.
Who was the dorky guy that was always in Next Gen? The dorky guy that I really just wish would have died.
I don't know. It could have been him. Moving on.
Okay.
November 24th, Denise Crosby, Tasha Yar.
Oh, she was hot. I saw her naked nudie pictures in Playboy.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, she was hot.
Okay.
It was very artistic, so it wasn't like really revealing because I mean she wasn't Bing Crosby's daughter and all that jazz.
All right.
But she was naked.
November 27th, Curtis Armstrong.
It was artistic. I'm sorry, were you talking? I'm bringing up images in my head.
November 27th is Curtis Armstrong. He was Booger on Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he also was on
Dude, he's
Moonlighting.
in Supernatural right now.
Is he?
He is Metatron.
Ah, yes.
The voice of God.
Kurt, stop jerking off.
Oh, jeez. November 27th also
He is God.
Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Him and Neil deGrasse Tyson, like a tag team, super nerd match.
They are, yeah.
I mean, just put them up against anybody.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Hey, you redneck preacher, come meet these two. Okay, what you got? Evolution.
Also on November
Lord, no, Jesus. End the show, Brian, for the love of God.
November 27th, Jaleel White. Steve Urkel.
Urkel.
And lastly...
Did I do that?
November 29th is Don Cheadle.
Hey, War Machine.
Rhodes. Yeah.
Well, boy, he got lucky. Because I really liked the first guy.
Terrence Williams, I
That's
believe.
it. Yeah, dude, he's got cool eyes. He's got really cool eyes. But
All right.
Don Cheadle knocks it out the park.
That was my last one, Dave.
All right, good. You know what that means? School's out. All right, so next week, December 3rd.
Christmas episode. Yep.
You can, as always, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Hello Week in Geek. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio.
Go to our website, twigradio.com, and you're on Spreaker already. So.
All right, so till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.